Yo, what's good, squad? It's your boy Des Reacts back with another reaction video. Top 10 things in British culture impossible to explain to non-Brits. Obviously, I ain't a Brit. You know, I'm from the west coast, the best coast of the United States. I'm from Portland, Oregon. That's right above California. And I know everybody knows what California is. But yeah, so I'm on the west coast, but we're gonna get into this video. I've never seen it before. I don't know what to expect. I don't know what type of things you guys be on. So please smash that like button, comment where you guys are from. I want to know where you guys are from or what videos you guys want me to react to. And if you enjoy the content, hit that subscribe button. But without further ado, let's get into it. The top 10 things in British culture.
I've been meaning to talk to you.
You're talking to me now?
Yes. It's about the sense of humor issue.
I have a terrific sense of humor. It's just very dry.
Welcome to Watch.
Please don't tell me that's not British movies right there. That was corny.
Mojo UK, and today we're counting down our picks for the top 10 things in British culture in...
And by the way, like I said, I know nothing about the UK like that. Besides the last video I watched, go check it out. I only know what kind of countries are in the UK. That's all I know
possible
about it.
To explain to non-Brits.
It's not quite nasal enough the way you're doing it, all right? You're not doing it the way he speaks. You're not doing it with the kind of... And you don't do the broken voice, but it gets very emotional.
Before we begin, we publish new content every day, so be sure to subscribe to our channel and ring the bell to get notified about
Of cultural... What do you find weird about
here
the
we
UK? Let us know in the comments.
All right, we'll
Number
do.
10, Marmite.
Marmite.
A dark brown savoury spread invented in the late 19th century and made from yeast extract sludge left over from brewing beer. Sound...
What in the... What kind of commercials y'all got out there? Good lord. I gotta run that back.
Brown savoury
Y'all be hitting people with pans, ladies? Y'all hitting people with pans in the UK?
Invented in the late 19th century
you guys
and made from yeast extract sludge left over from brewing beer. Sounds yummy. Well, actually, it doesn't. But Marmite fans know the very real joy it can bring when spread thinly on hot buttered toast with a fresh brewed cup of tea to balance out the salty flavour.
It doesn't take long before new recruit Callum Howe finds another jar in a shocking state.
Oh no.
What's the matter?
It's a baby one.
Okay, don't panic.
It's not been used in months.
Not all Brits feel the same though, and Marmite is famously marketed as a polarising food.
Let me know in the comment section, what does Marmite taste like? And if I get enough, you know, and if I get enough response, I'll taste it live. I'll taste it for you guys. Just let me know. What does it taste like though? It looks like dirt.
That you either love or hate. The proper stuff is only manufactured in the UK in the Burton-on-Trent Marmite factory. It's been there since 1902 and produces roughly 50 million jars in a year. And no, Australia, Vegemite is not as good. Number 9. Public
Absolutely not. Nothing veggies better. Public schools are private schools.
You'll often hear it said that our country is run by public school boys. However, this doesn't mean what it might in other parts of the world. It doesn't imply that these politicians went to state-funded institutions and pulled themselves up by their bootstraps. It suggests that they were born into extreme privilege and attended some of the most prestigious fee-paying schools.
So in Britain, the British, UK, the British, this is British. Sorry, I don't mean to offend anybody with the UK. I heard that's a bad thing to consider everyone in the UK. But so your guys' private schools, do you guys have to pay for the private schools? Because in America, if you go to private school, your parents are forking out like 10 grand a year minimum.
In the world.
If you're in the inner cities, like the big cities.
We refer to schools for the general public as state schools, and private schools for the wealthy as public schools or independent schools. Except, not all private schools are called public schools.
Here we go.
If you start as an emperor, what would you choose?
Ain't nobody want to be
Beautiful women or power?
I'm choosing beautiful women.
Some do actually call themselves private schools, and most call themselves charities too. Registered charities. Confused yet? No more than you should.
I am confused.
Number 8. Insults
That's crazy.
are our love language. Terms of affection and endearment are different the world over. In the UK, you know that someone feels comfortable around you if they insult you to your face. Or they might just be rude.
They're not jokes as such, they're just little things to say.
Yeah, it's probably fine in the hands of taxi drivers, or cockneys, or even Geordies.
When you've lived here
Y'all is crazy, bro. People pop up to us, bro, and start talking crazy in our face, bro. Most people that look like me, at least, we're gonna react to it, bro. That's crazy. So you guys,
long enough, you
guys
learn
be
to tell
talking
them.
mess to people, and people be like, "Oh yeah, he messed with me." Or is it kind of like when you develop like a very good friendship, you know, like your best friend, your boys? And that's when you guys talk mess, because we all do that over here too. But if that's like talking strangers and you start talking crazy, you guys are wild for that one.
Sarcasm may be the lowest form of wit, but it's also a great tool for masking social awkwardness. It stops conversations becoming too serious and fends off the Brits' greatest fear, earnestness.
Sure,
We spend so much time being generally polite. No one wants to put that wall up
Yeah,
around.
when Americans think of British people, English people with the little accents y'all got, oh, hello there, sir. Like that type of thing. Yeah, nah, we think you guys are just super friendly, bro. Passive aggressive as heck, like the Canadians. Yeah, that's how we think of y'all, honestly. I'd be thinking, when I think of British people, I think super polite, like
their own
proper.
friends and family.
You know what you are? You're a big bag of shit!
It doesn't mean we love each other any less, but where's the fun in life without some friendly teasing?
True.
Deadpan delivery required, of course. Number 7. Town names and their pronunciation. British place names are famously difficult for tourists to get their head around. Even native-born British names are famously difficult.
Now, if I say that word, I'm gonna get flagged on YouTube. But I'm just gonna say it anyway. Shitteron, that would never be a name inside America. That's crazy.
Difficult for tourists to get their head around. Even native-born Brits will get tripped up at some point. The English language has a checkered history. You can blame most of the confusion on the Romans, Anglo-Saxons, and the Vikings. Also the French and the Celts. Being able to pronounce the name of Welsh village
Is that what y'all's light skins look like over there? Like people that are mixed, half black, half white? If so, man.
Droboth and has even become something of a party piece.
Stop the right.
Is that a name? That's not a name. That's cap. That's cap, bro. I'm calling it right now. There's no name in the UK named like you're speaking Hebrew.
From Llanfair Pwllgwyngyll go Gerach Windrobwll, Llan Sicilio go. The temperature got to 21 Celsius.
When you take pronunciation out of the equation, however, there are still a lot of place names that sound like somebody might be having you on.
Let me know in the comments if that's a real place and if any of y'all been there.
From Fatty Head to Scratchy Bottom, there are oddly named towns in every corner of the British
Queen
Isles.
Camel.
Number 6. The variety of accents.
When it gets loudly, it gets very loud indeed. It gets very specific. It's not quite nasal enough the way you're doing it, all right? You're not doing it the way he speaks.
Every country has its own differences in dialect and accent, even if it's difficult for an outsider to hear the nuance.
Do you guys think I have an accent? If you guys are from the UK,
does seem to have
if I have
a
an accent, let me know.
amount of variety. For a long time, a British accent was generally thought of as standard received pronunciation. But with the world opening up, regional accents are gradually becoming more familiar to foreign ears.
What I'm saying is that, like, if they had themselves proper jobs, you know, for a gantil, then they wouldn't do it. A lot of them's from broken homes.
That was just a noise.
A Glasgow accent is very different from a Newcastle
Gazlow.
accent.
My
which is
boy
different
went from
a
Scotland.
Birmingham
He's from
accent.
Gazlow, and he plays in their professional team now.
I'm a good soldier.
People in the countryside don't sound the same as those in the town. Some people in Wales and Scotland even speak a whole different language.
Wait, so you guys are like in the same vicinity, basically. So you guys have like different accents of like English based on like being 200 miles away from somebody.
And nobody
There's
speaks
no way.
like Dick Van Dyke. Bless him.
All right, I'll do it myself.
Number 5. Hot and cold taps. There are a few questions that non-natives tend to have about British bathrooms. The no-plugs thing is clearly a health and safety issue. The carpets are about keeping warm, but separate taps for hot and cold, they're a bit more difficult to justify. We do have our reasons, they're just not really relevant anymore.
Wait, you guys have separate hot and cold faucets? We just have ours one and the same, and everything's purified, obviously, but like we turn the thing one way, it goes hot. Turn it the other way, it's cold.
Historically,
I never heard of
water
that.
came from the mains and was safe to drink.
I'm quite all right, Barbara. I ran it under
You
a
could drink
cold
our hot
tap.
water if you wanted
Water was a
to.
later addition to UK households. When it did arrive, it was usually heated in a tank in the loft, therefore it wasn't as fresh. Modern bathrooms do sometimes have mixer taps,
They have
they've
to.
just not really caught on yet.
That's
Number 4,
crazy.
the tea obsession.
You guys
no,
are-
Britain is not the only country to enjoy a nice cup of tea.
Do you know, I can't remember the last time I had a good cup of chai.
But we are quite singular in the way we take it. It's possibly only the Irish who also understand this one. For the real tea drinker,
Someone know about Cayman Jack.
you must understand this is not just a casual beverage. It is usually an addiction, begun in late childhood. A cup of tea can be a consolation, an offer of friendship, or a gauge of how long a visitor is going to stay. When a British person says tea, they do not mean chamomile or green or iced, they mean English breakfast. Usually with milk and often with sugar. And
So that's basically y'all's coffee. So if you come to America, nobody's drinking tea in the morning besides like, you know, some people, but everyone's drinking coffee. And that's where we put our milk, you know, latte stuff and creamers. Yeah, that's crazy. You guys are addicted to it at a young age because there's caffeine in it. That's why it's addictive.
please,
Coffee's
don't
addictive.
leave the tea bag in the cup.
Tea Earl Grey hot.
Number 3, metric or imperial. The UK officially adopted the metric system in 1965.
Yeah, we're imperial
That's over 50
over here.
years ago.
You guys have
It's
to be
what they
imperial.
use in Europe.
Right.
It's what we learn in school. It's a much simpler way of working things out, as you're working with units of 10, not 12. So why do we still weigh ourselves in pounds and stone? Measure our height in feet and inches? Travel in miles? Buy beer and milk in pints?
We measure our height and length by feet and inches. We do that now. I mean, we do that here for sure. But we don't do pounds and whatever the other thing was, stone.
older generation
Or we do pounds. We do pounds. We're in the imperial system.
will occasionally still tell you the temperature in Fahrenheit. Shouldn't we have acclimatized by now? No one
And
under
we're
the age of
Fahrenheit.
70 grew up under the imperial system. Good luck explaining this to anyone outside Britain,
Oh, I thought he was on my side. So you guys use the metric system.
because it makes no sense at all. Number 2.
You guys do like
baked
kilometers
beans
and
for breakfast.
stuff. Okay.
British
Instead
food
of miles
has
per
never
hour.
had a great reputation
Alright.
with the rest of the
My
world.
fault.
We traditionally choose hearty, comforting food, and that's okay. We need it in our climate. However, if there's one British dish that visitors really can't fathom, it's the humble beans on toast. Baked beans are a staple.
Beans
for the
on
average
toast,
Brit.
bro,
Usually
no.
eaten as part of a fried breakfast or as a quick snacky tea, sometimes they're just what you need. They are eaten elsewhere in the world, but you'd be more likely to find them at a barbecue than on a breakfast table. No one else has
I
taken
never heard
this
of beans
simple
on
convenience
toast,
food to
bro.
their hearts. quite
That's
like us.
crazy.
Number 1.
That sauce
What
look
is
fire,
the country
though.
actually called? The United Kingdom, Great Britain, the British Isles. So which is it? Well, the British Isles is a geographical term. It is
That's a dope castle. This a dope castle. That's tough. And you guys just have roads right by it.
Describes a group of islands including Great Britain, the island of Ireland, the
Look
Isle
at those
of Man,
buildings,
the Scottish
man. You will
Isles,
not see
and
that in
Scilly
America.
Islands.
You won't.
Great Britain is the biggest island in the group and is made up of England, Scotland, and Wales.
You see
The
very
United
modern like
Kingdom
skyscrapers
is a political
and
union.
projects.
Full name: the United Kingdom of Great Britain and Northern
This
Ireland.
is what I learned last
It
video
includes
though.
England,
Go check it out.
Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland. The red, white, and blue flag is the Union flag, or Union Jack, and is composed of flags from England,
we know that
Scotland,
flag.
and Northern Ireland.
When we think of that flag, we think Britain, England. Americans, when they see that flag, it's only England that we think of.
Not Wales. Got it?
Do you agree with our picks? Check
Wow.
out this other recent clip from...
Man, that was a crazy video. I'm glad you guys requested that one. Hey, by the way, I love my people from the UK. Shout out to you guys, for real. This is very interesting to me. I love these type of videos. Hope you guys like this channel, like this this video. Please smash that like button and comment where you guys are from, like I said earlier. And comment what you guys want to see me react to. And yeah, man, I'll get to you guys on the next video. I hope you guys have a great rest of your week. Peace.